In the headlines, the 7 sections of Cần Thơ City People's Council opened. Many activities were held in the framework of Agritechnica Asia Live 2022. Châu Burmese grapes are among the top 100 signature gifts of 63 cities and provinces nationwide in 2021-2022 phase. Hello and welcome to Cần Thơ News, the English news program of Cần Thơ radio and television station and top news today. On the morning of August 24th, the 10 People's Council of Cần Thơ City opened its 7 sections, which is a thematic sessions to exchange, discuss and vote on the issues under its authority. 49 out of 53 People's Council deputies attended the function, with member of Party Central Committee, Secretary of Cần Thơ Municipal Party Committee, cum head of Cần Thơ National Assembly Delegation Lê Quang Mạnh joining. At the sections, besides electing additional members of the City People's Committee in the 2021-2026 term, the City People's Council considers and decides on the content of regulations on tuition fees for public preschool and general education institutions in the city, and the 100% tuition support for the school year of 2022-2023 with an expected amount of 309 billion Vietnam dong. The City People's Council also assigns in detail the medium-term public investment capital in the 2021-2025 phase from the local budget, in which 1 trillion Vietnam dong is allocated for the first construction phase of the Châu Đốc Cần Thơ Sóc Trăng Expressway, component project number 2 crossing Cần Thơ. The public investment plan for 2022 of Cần Thơ City of local budget sources was also adjusted, among others. 8 resolutions passed at the sections meet the practical requirements of socio-economic development, ensuring national defense and security of the city as stipulated by the Municipal Party Committee and the City People's Council. Within the framework of Agritechnica Asia Live 2022 event, a workshop on scale-appropriate mechanization for sustainable agriculture took place on August 24th morning at Thanh, Cần Thơ Hotel with Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development Thanh, Vice Chairman of Cần Thơ City People's Committee Nguyễn Ngọc Hè, along with representatives of international organizations, businesses, and the agricultural rural development sectors of localities attending. In recent years, agricultural mechanizations and agro-processing have made significant progress, significantly contribute to the growth and stability of the agricultural sector. However, the current difficulties are that mechanization's efficiency is not high, the level of mechanization has not been synchronized, domestic production of machinery and equipment for agricultural production has not yet met the requirements, or the policy to encourage the development of supporting industries is still limited, among others. The goal of the agricultural sector by 2030 is to bring mechanizations in the field of cultivation to 70%, in livestock production to 60%, in aquatic production to 90%, in fishing and preservation to 95%, in forestry to 50%, and in the salt industry to 90%. At the workshop, the delegates shared many solutions to help the agricultural sector effectively implement the strategy of mechanizations in the field of agriculture, forestry, and fishery, such as the need for developing synchronized technical infrastructure, promoting scientific and technological research, and transferring agricultural production machinery, among others. In the afternoon of the same day at Thanh, Cần Thơ Hotel, International Rice Research Institute, or IRRI, coordinated with concerned agencies to organize a conference to review the project of Closing Rice Yield Gaps in Asia, or CORI Gap project. This is one of the 3 major conferences at the Agritechnica Asia Live 2022. Launched in 2013, the project of Closing Rice Yield Gaps in Asia, or CORI Gap project, is a 10-year initiative of IRRI, sponsored by the Swiss Agencies for Development and Cooperation. The goals of the projects are to improve food security and the livelihood for hundreds of thousands of people in 6 Asian countries, including Vietnam, and at the same time mitigate the environmental impact of rice production. At the conference, impacts and experiences from the project were shared. Opportunities for exchanging knowledge were also created for decision makers and policy makers, as well as the general public. Vietnam Records Associations and the Top Vietnam Center have just announced the list of top 100 signature dishes and top 100 signature gifts of 63 cities and provinces nationwide in 2021-2022. Accordingly, each locality will have 2 signature dishes and 2 signature gifts being honored. Cần Thơ City has 2 signature dishes on the list, namely ốc bu nướng tiêu xanh, or grilled freshwater snail with pepper, and gà dâu Hà Châu, or braised chicken with Hà Châu Burmese grapes. These are the 2 popular dishes at the restaurants and food shops in Cần Thơ. The most special dish of the 2 is gà dâu Hà Châu with the natural sweetness of free-grain chicken, the soft sour taste of Hà Châu Burmese grapes, as well as from seasonings, making it a local delicacy. Hà Châu Burmese grapes and Sáu Tia plum liquor are being honored in the signature gift list. Hà Châu Burmese grapes are registered as a Cần Thơ, especially Phong Điền specialty trademark. Sáu Tia plum liquor is the product of a farmer named Nguyễn Phú Tia, chosen by many tourists as a souvenir when visiting Cần Thơ. Implementing the timeline for the 2022-2023 school year, at 7 o'clock sharp in the morning of August 24, first grade students in Cần Thơ City started school. According to Cần Thơ Department of Education and Training, there were about 16,200 first grade students in 169 public and private schools in the city. To achieve the goal of mobilizing 100% of students to go to school, the work of surveying, list making, and mobilization has been carried out by the localities of the city. In the first week of day school, first graders will be instructed and trained in school time and personal hygiene. The basic content of the first grade curriculum will also be introduced. The Women's Union of Cần Thơ City, in collaboration with the Project Management Board of the One Stop Service Office, or OSO Cần Thơ, organized a communication section theme, joining hands to collect love for female officials and members, as well as repatriating women and their families in Thời Commune Phong Điền District. This is part of the project for strengthening the capacity of Vietnamese agencies to support the sustainable reintegration of repatriating women and their families, was jointly organized by the Central Committee of Vietnam Women's Union and the International Organization for Migration, or IOM. At the conference, the delegates exchanged and discussed coordination and support mechanisms of local authorities and sectors to support migrant women's repatriation, as well as common legal procedures for women marrying foreigners and children of repatriated migrant women. In Phong Điền District, there are 32 repatriated migrant women and 110 children of mixed race. In the past time, the Women's Union at all levels in the districts has always paid attention to women marrying foreigners, such as establishing 7 clubs for relatives of Korean expatriates with 105 members. Besides, attention is also given to support and consultation on legal procedures, campaigning for gifts, housing, vocational training, and job introduction for members of migrant women returning home of difficult circumstances to soon integrate into the community and build a happy family. To prepare for the national motorcycle race for Vietnam Motorsport Federation Cup in 2022 in Cần Thơ City, the organizing boards worked with the sub-boards to check multiple aspects of work on the morning of August 24th. In general, the sub-boards have implemented works as stipulated. The work of ensuring security and order before, during, and after the race received special attention from the delegates, especially the prevention of trading unauthorized tickets. This year's race attracts 48 professional and semi-professional racers. The races do take place in Cần Thơ Gymnasium right on the National Day, September 2nd. And now, as usual, the weather forecast. Information on weather has also wrapped up today's edition of Cần Thơ News. Remember to watch our bulletins again on our website at kênthtv.vn. And now, thank you so much for tuning in. Goodbye and see you next time.